Today is June 18th, 2025. We're out on Lincoln Woods right now. It's a little bit afternoon, kind of a cloudy, wet, humid day. And tomorrow is going to be more of the same, I think. So we are coming to finish up 2.2 miles of the Lincoln Brook Trail that are in two different sections. So we decided to make it a 19-mile hike, which it had to be anyway. It had to be long to get those two sections. So we're going to go up Franconia Brook past 13 Falls and then look for a place to camp as you come down Lincoln Brook before we get to Owl's Head Slide. We'd like to camp before that. And then tomorrow, go out and take Lincoln Brook all the way back to Franconia Brook, doing those sketchy water crossings that we've never done. So I expect to get quite wet there, but it'll be at the end of our hike. Hopefully it won't be too dangerous. I guess if it is, we can just go out Black Pond and come back another day. But we do have a section to get between like where the Lincoln Slide comes out onto Lincoln Brook, and also where we bushwhacked down from Owl's Head once. So there's like a chunk in the northeast section of the loop that goes around Owl's Head that we need to get. Northwest, yes. So that's what we're doing today. It's humid, around 70 degrees, really humid. It's like foggy almost. Lots of people at Lincoln, at the Lincoln Woods Visitor Center. Lots of like day hikers. I guess they're going out to the falls or Black Pond, but there's also some overnighters out here that we've seen. So all right, we're off slowly. We're out at the bridge over Franconia Brook that leads to the wilderness. Pemigewassett Wilderness sign is right there. And then this is going to flow right into the east branch of the Pemi, right down there. Alrighty, nice breeze here. I don't know if you can tell, that's all cloud layer right there. All the higher, even the lower stuff is all socked in. So this is a good hike to do today. We just crossed past the junction with Lincoln Brook Trail, so we'll be coming back that way. This is still Franconia Brook Trail. It's one of the neatest little sections right here. And when we come out, we'll be at a little beaver pond. Usually you have a view up to the side of Bond Cliff, but it is pretty cloudy. Yeah, there's clouds. Come down here a little bit, and when I turn around, you'll be able to see that tunnel effect also. Oh, it doesn't look quite as tunnely as it has in the past. Maybe it's a function of the lack of sunlight. Boy, we've been here, I guess it was in the spring, when the frogs were just so loud. All right. So we are inside the FPA now for 13 Falls, and this is a very deep pool right at the bottom of a cascade, a fall. There it is. We are not to 13 Falls yet. This is just as you approach. You can hear it from the trail. You can see the pool looking down, and you can see part of this cascade. But we popped off to go get a look. All right, next up, 13 Falls. We are now on the Lincoln Brook Trail, and right when you leave 13 Falls, you have to cross this waterfall. And the trail comes out right here. We took our shoes off because there really was no dry crossing. And let me walk over a little bit here. I haven't put my shoes back on yet. There you have it. This is near 13 Falls. I don't know, I guess this waterfall is probably called 13 Falls, but it's only called 13 because it was Camp 13 that was out here, the railroad camp. So don't bother looking for 13 distinct waterfalls or anything. I mean, there are several. There's a nice cascade up behind here. We've got some gayums blooming, otherwise known as avens. Latin name is gayum. I'm not sure if this is macrophilia, macro something. Probably large-leafed avens, but it could be swamp avens. I don't know. And then the brook continues up like that. All right. So we are now gonna head down towards Owl's Head Slide on Lincoln Brook Trail, and we've done a portion of it at this end, but then we have a gap where we came off of the Lincoln Slide and came up to 13 Falls, and then all the other times we've just gone out to the Owl's Head Slide. So there's a gap in there of more than a mile, I think. We're gonna go get that and look to camp someplace up in there, although we have lots of time today. Possible thunder showers tonight and possible severe thunderstorms tomorrow, particularly in the afternoon though. So I said maybe we should try to get as far out as we can, but we'll see. That's what we're doing. We are a quarter mile from 13 Falls, and we just exited the FPA and crossed Franconia Brook, which is right here. It was rock hoppable. And in that quarter mile coming from there were all kinds of beautiful waterfalls and cascades, like big ones, but you could only see them in passing from the trail. There were no, like, I'm sure that people bushwhack down to get better looks and stuff, but anyway, and nothing that I saw was named. But this little thing right here is named, even though it's like a 2 foot tall. This is Lincoln Brook. No, what was? Wait a minute. Now I gotta look. Is this Franconia Brook or Lincoln Brook? This is Franconia Brook. So it's Franconia Brook Falls. We're on the Lincoln Brook Trail. Pretty soon, when we get past this, we will be entering an area where we've never been, and that is where the headwaters of the Lincoln Brook are. And we're gonna have to cross the top of Lincoln Brook a few times, apparently. But anyway, so this is Franconia Brook Falls, such as it is. I mean, it's really sad. We're up on Lincoln Brook Trail on a section that we've not done before, and as you can see, whatever this stream is, running right down the trail. Looks like maybe we're coming out of it now. Boy. It does feel very remote. Maybe we're not coming out of it. That was wishful thinking. All right, I need 2 hands for this, but yeah, Franconia Brook Trail, very fast going. Whoa. I knew that this is much more wilderness feeling. It's gonna be slower going. We've kind of reached the height of land now, and this is Owl's Head in a cloud right here. I think, right? Is it? No. No, it would be Franconia Ridge area. North Lafayette? Or... I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's not, it doesn't look super high. It's not Garfield. I don't know. We can't see the summit, so it's kind of like just looking at the side of a mountain. It might be North Lafayette, because we're at the top of Owl's Head, which would be behind me. This area in here is like a big marshy area. There's some beaver ponds. I think they're further down, but they've probably flooded this whole area out at some point, and this is like succession happening now. I just saw a blaze that was looked super fresh, and then there's a blaze right on this tree. Yellow blazes. This is part of the wilderness. I think it was made wilderness in 1984 or 86. So there shouldn't be any blazing in it unless it's residual, and I'm a little surprised at how well. This is just the end of Franconia Ridge right here, yeah?
Yeah. I'm not trusting my direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we should be facing west right there. Anyway, all this cool boggy area. I'm kind of excited about that. That might mean a lot of mosquitoes, but they're not too bad right here. It's just something different. I love new trail. So anyway, this is the northern end of Lincoln Brook Trail. I hope I called it Lincoln Brook the whole time. We're on Lincoln Brook now. We're still in that northern section of Lincoln Brook Trail, and I am really loving it. I think we saved the best for last. This area was burned in the Great Owl's Head fire of 1909, and it's just I don't know, the woods have been kind of open, really nice, and it's wet, it's boggy in areas and muddy, and you have to rock hop a little bit, but there's also areas that are like really beautiful, nice footbed, very enjoyable. And what else can I tell you? I think we're going to be crossing Lincoln Brook. It's on our left right now instead of on the right. So there's Lincoln Brook Falls, which I don't know if I've ever seen. I think it was right in the area where we popped out of a bushwhack, but I don't think we saw it. And I can hear the brook is right next to us, maybe 50 feet away right here. I don't know. I feel like I'm coming up to a waterfall. Let's hang out here for a second and see. See, look at how good the footbed is. And I have a little crossing. So there's a waterfall right through there. I didn't zoom in. There's a fall right there. Maybe that's it, maybe it's not. Maybe I'll know more if I see a bigger waterfall. We have a little crossing right here. Let's see. Some water coming down. Flowing down right there. And we're continuing this way. We ended up coming down as far as the entrance to the Owl's Head slide. And then just a little bit further, there's several established sites right around the slide. And we chose this one, which is maybe 50 feet from the trail and maybe 40 feet from the water. It's definitely not a kosher site, but it is an established site. And there's a fire pit, which we will not be using. We're definitely working on getting a bear hang up right now because there is a bear active in the area. It's been approaching people. I've heard it actually took some slack packers' packs. And when we walked by the slide, there were 2 huge backpacks just sitting there while somebody slack packed. But those guys came out and left, and there was no bear. So that's good, but you know, you want to do proper food storage. We have bear canisters. They weigh like, the ones we have I think weigh 2.2 pounds. And I don't know, I'm a little bit of a gram weenie, so I'd rather do a hang if possible. And so far we've always been able to do one. Maybe not the greatest hang, but this one I think it's going to actually be dangling over the water once we get it up. So hopefully it will be there in the morning. And we went about 12 and a half miles, I think. I forgot to turn off my watch right at the end, so I'm not positive exactly, but yeah, it was a good day. It is around 7:30 on June 19th now, and we just broke camp. Ready to head out and tackle these water crossings. So the only thing we're doing today is finishing up Lincoln Brook Trail, getting the section of trail that you bypass when you take the Black Pond bushwhack. So we've never actually done that section because I think that kind of the year we started getting really serious about hiking, a teenage girl, like maybe 13, drowned while she was crossing with her father, and that really freaked me out. So let's go see what the big hubbub is about. Hopefully it will just be nothing crazy. I'm sure we're gonna have to wade, but that's okay as long as it's not dangerous, which I think it will be okay.
Build a raft.
Build a raft. I'm not building a raft. You could carry me on your back there. You could swim across. Yeah, so that's it. The trail is this way. We're about 2.5 miles from where we camped last night near the entrance to the slide. This is the entrance to the Black Pond bushwhack right here. And then this is the water crossing. Oops, a mosquito buzzing my ear. This is the water crossing that will take us over to the section of trail that we've not done. It actually doesn't look too bad. I think the trail enters right there, but I'm gonna enter over here, I think. I'm gonna see if I think I can hop it.
Go to that guy over there.
Yeah, I think I can hop it. I'm not even gonna go the way you're going. I'm gonna go on these flatter rocks. All right, I need 2 hands for this, but I don't think I need to take off my shoes. Okay, that was 100% rock hoppable. This is, I think, where you're supposed to come out, and I came out about 5 feet away, 10 feet away, right over here. Totally good. Dry feet. All right, new trail. There's gonna be, I believe, one more big water crossing on here. We'll see how that goes. The other crossing was of Lincoln Brook, and I'm coming up right now to the crossing on Franconia Brook. I haven't looked at it yet, but we've got some remnants here from something, logging related, I assume. There's also some really cool, I don't know if the GoPro is going to pick it up, slime mold right over here, 2 different kinds. Oh man, I'll put in a picture so you can see. There's these little white lumpy guys, and then these guys right here that are super neat. I will put a picture in, and let's go look at the water crossing. I can see it's like fog hanging on the river. Okay, it doesn't look deep and dangerous. But I do think I have to take off shoes to get across there. This is Franconia Brook, and there's definitely a layer of fog hanging on it. The trail goes right in. Where is it? Right over here. Gotta blow down right here. Okay, I'm gonna switch over to my sandals. All right, we are most of the way across Franconia Brook now. You can see the layer of fog hanging on the water. And we just sort of, we waited, but also kind of rock hopped a little bit to keep us out of the deeps. Yeah. Can't get through this with dry feet, I don't think. But not bad at all today. We are back on Lincoln Woods Trail. Well, we will be as soon as we cross this bridge. We're exiting the wilderness right here. And a couple more easy miles back to the car. Should be about, I think it should be about 8 miles today and about 19 overall. The sun just came out fully, but it is really cloudy up high. Like, we could see Bond Cliff before and it was socked in. You can see all that stuff is got low cloud. The sun is out. Well, it was a pretty nice overnight if you don't care about getting any peaks and you just want to get out into the woods. Not bad. The bugs were really not bad at the bottom of Owl's Head Slide, which I'm a little surprised about where we camped. There's water right there and there's lots of people there all the time, but they really were not bad. This is the junction that goes out to Franconia Falls. Very worthwhile. Very popular also. All right. Oh, well, happy Juneteenth. That was a lovely way to finish up a couple trails.